So this video was supposed to come out 3 days ago, but we were kind of afraid to put it out before anybody else because we didn't want a repeat of what happened last year when we put out the news of the Perfect Grade 7 Sword ahead of anybody else, and we were instructed by the big brand itself to actually take down the video, and we actually took it down, for a couple of weeks, and we put it back. So since everybody is talking about it right now on YouTube, we thought, okay, maybe it's time we can put this video up and not get any repercussions from the big brand itself. So it's a new Perfect Grade coming out in 2019, and I guess from the silhouette you can pretty much guess what kit it's going to be. What is interesting is this kit is supposed to be launched in conjunction of the 40th anniversary of the Gundam franchise, and it's actually tagged as a Gunpla Evolution project kit. And if you look at all the previous kit that was launched under the Gunpla Evolution project, all of the kits had one special characteristics. It's either it has a ton of amazing level of detail, or it has great articulation, or as what the previous Perfect Grade XL had, they have awesome lighting effects, right? We think this time around, Bandai will probably try to cram everything into one kit, and I think it's probably doable. They have done so much, they have learned from their manufacturing and R&D. It's probably not something that's impossible for them to actually put everything into one kit. For us to actually have a new Perfect Grade 2.0 Granddaddy RX-78-2 with amazing level of detail, articulation, and also special lighting effects, I think this is something that fans will probably be very happy to get it, right? My question will be really more on the price. If Bandai is able to cram everything into one, will it cost as much as the previous Perfect Grade XL, where it was going to about 35,000 yen? I'm not sure, but one thing we do know is Perfect Grade kits prices have been going up and up. I think that's expected because it has a lot more different parts, better articulation, and also wonderful gimmicks like the LED lighting and also the GN drives and whatnot. So I think fans will be more than happy to actually put in money on the table if Bandai can deliver the right level of articulation, part separation, gimmicks, detail, and of course special lighting. So really looking forward to it. And yes, I know I'm rambling a bit here, but I guess I'm just excited. I know a lot of you are probably saying, oh man, Bandai is milking the RX-78-2 again. I mean, it's understandable, right? This year is the 40th anniversary, but given that Bandai is teasing the Perfect Grade RX-78-2 so early now, in early Q3 of 2019, I do think that they have something more up their sleeve. There's probably gonna be one more Perfect Grade. As we have seen from the last few years, it will always come at the tail end of the year. So don't get disappointed first. I'm sure Bandai will have something new coming up very, very soon. So hang on to that. Save your money. There's gonna be another Perfect Grade. We guarantee it. And finally, we have some new kits coming up from Premium Bandai, and the first one is actually this guy, the Gundam F91 version 2.0 Harrison Martin Custom. This is actually quite a surprise to me because it took Bandai quite a long time to actually release this kit. We know this was coming because in the previous F91 we had a Harrison Martin Custom that was released as a Master Grade right after the first Master Grade F91 was released. It wasn't a very big gap, but one interesting thing that I noticed the difference between this and the previous Master Grade release was, if you look at the yellow parts for the new Master Grade, it's actually a lot darker compared to the original Master Grade F91 Harrison Martin Custom. So that is actually definitely a nice touch, and the blue itself seems a little bit lighter on the get-go, so that's quite interesting. So there does seem to be some difference in color variation, so not sure whether Bandai is going for more anime accurate instead. So the color reproduction this time around is definitely a lot better. I kind of prefer this compared to the older Master Grade F91 Harrison Martin Custom. Now, I already spoke about this, we teased about this in our last video, the new second V that's coming out. It's a premium bandai, unfortunately, but at 2,220 yen, frankly speaking, this is quite an affordable kit. Obviously, you know, with the V Gundams, they are usually quite small in scale and size. If you compare them to another mobile suit of the same scale, whether it's a Master Grade or a 1/144 scale, it will always be a little bit shorter and smaller, just like the Crossbone Gundam. But however, this time around, this being a design coming from Mr. Katoki Hajime, Mr. Version Car himself, we are finally getting a quite detailed Gundam mobile suit at a gunpla kit. Not a real grade, so thank God you don't have to spend too much time to build an awesome looking kit. But hey, for a high grade, to be able to get such a level of detail, and it's actually based on Katoki Hajime's drawing, is something that I really want. And you know, not having to spend too much time actually building the kit is a godsend to me as well. You know, for a lot of gunpla builders such as myself, I think finding time to actually build gunpla kits, you know, especially when you are busy with work, family, and everything else, it's really a godsend. So I'm really looking forward to this. For those of you who have actually built the earlier version of high grade, let me know, will you be getting this, or will you be sticking with the Master Grade because you think that's actually good enough? For us, well, I think Katoki Hajime's version is definitely a lot more detailed compared to the what is drawn in the anime itself. But hey, I really like it. Now, there's been a lot of new gunpla kits being announced for Gundam Base Tokyo. So if you're heading to Gundam Base Tokyo this time around, it's definitely time to pick up some new kits. First one up is actually this RX-20-3 SDCS. To me, it looks okay, I suppose. I guess I can just buy the normal kit and just spray it silver myself. Or they're grey. I don't really need to get a Gundam Base Tokyo just for a full-on grey RX-20-3, so that's something I'll probably skip. But this one, the good flight time, actually looks really nice. And surprisingly, if you look at the price, this is a Gundam Base Tokyo at 2,700 yen. Is not that expensive, and with the you know, colors of red and yellow on the goof, and the colors on the goof itself, it looks like a pale green, you know, flat color, so it looks really nice. I'll probably grab that goof like time if I ever go to Gundam Base Tokyo. This one was quite unexpected. There was supposed to be a Figuras Mechanic Haro lighting unit Gundam Base Tokyo exclusive, 4,104 yen. So this guy actually comes with the lighting unit itself, so I guess that's why it's so expensive. To me, at 4,000 plus yen, I will probably buy something else. I'm not a very big Haro fan, and to shell out 4,000 plus for a plain looking Haro kit with you know, just lighting to light up its eyes, seems kind of lame, so I'll probably skip this. Well, but I know there's a lot of you guys who are actually big fans of Haro, so let me know if I'm wrong here. Now, this next release really left me wondering whether this is a cash grab by Bandai. It's a Master Grade Unicorn Gundam Perfectibility, which at this price of 12,960 yen seems really excessive. And for a kit that is so plain, it's an easy skip for me, right? I think when Bandai first released the high grade 1/144 scale, it was meant to be something of you know, fun, right? You can buy the kit and you can paint it because it is all white, so you can have some fun painting and customizing it. But at close to 13,000 yen for a Master Grade kit that looks so plain, everything's in white, and you're probably gonna spend a lot of time panel lining it and creating more details and also maybe painting over it, it's an easy skip for me. I probably wouldn't spend this much money on such a plain looking kit, but there are probably some of you who love a challenge and say, yeah, you know, I can make this kit look a lot more badass than I can. But for Bandai to release a plain white kit with just some blue cycle frame and also clear parts. I think it's such a cash grab. 13,000 yen, easy skip for me. And lastly, you guys know how I feel about the Double O Diver series, so I never liked the Gundam Build Diver series, but surprisingly, the new Double O Diver Trans Am Clear looks amazingly appealing. I have to say, I've always had a soft spot for clear color kits, so this is something I will probably want to pick up because it's relatively cheap as well, only 1,404 yen. So if you're headed to Japan or Korea, anywhere where they have Gundam based Tokyo, you will be able to buy all the Gundam based Tokyo kits that we've been talking about. And I think the Good Flight type is definitely something you should look out for. So I would love to hear from you guys what you think of the new Perfect Grade that's coming out. So I mean, it's an RX-78-2 for sure to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the franchise. But this being a Gunpla Evolution Project kit, will it contain all three things? Articulation, detail, and also the gimmick of LED lights? I kind of think so, Probably, hopefully it won't breach the 35,000 yen as what been said by the Perfect Grade X before, but definitely looking out for the new Perfect Grade coming up very soon, and I'm sure Bandai is going to be showing a new Perfect Grade at the end of the year as well. So let's see what happens. And as usual, thank you guys for watching our channel. Please like, subscribe, share, you know the drill. And if we've been trying to support, trying to hit 100,000 fans for a while now. We're at 41,000 fans, so thank you so much for continuing your support to our channel. Really appreciate that. Thanks for watching, guys.